All right, we are live. This is our weekly Dream Team Hangout. My name's Kenya Alou. Welcome. We're glad that you have joined us today. And we have a great panel. We're just going to talk about what's going on in our lives and our businesses and just share some stories. I want to find the chat here real quick so I can see who's on. Awesome, Dawn's on. Give people a few more minutes to join. I think they're used to us starting a couple minutes late. So we've got Victor and Christy tonight, and Tommy and Thad and Dan. And Thad and Dan were actually in Vegas with us.
Woo! Woo!
It was awesome.
Good times.
It was awesome. You guys want to just share a little bit about Vegas as people are trickling in? Go for it.
Sure. Please do.
Go ahead.
Said please do.
If I get started, I'm not going to want to stop.
Right.
Dan, go ahead, tear it up.
Okay. I think what I liked most about Vegas was obviously the launch of the new program, but also listening to everyone else that's been successful on the eBay side. It seems like they all had one common thing going, was that they obviously had a clear vision and had goals and did what it took daily to reach those goals, and they never strayed away from their vision. And then I'm just completely jazzed about the new program. I mean, I don't know why, but eBay, it took me a little bit longer to get settled in on that, and I haven't missed a beat so far with the new program, so pretty psyched.
Yeah, I absolutely loved hearing with the new program and everything, but really just meeting yourself, Dan, and Kenya, and just everybody else on the team that was up there, and then getting in all the small mastermind sessions that we got into, little side groups and everything, and just the pure energy that was in the room. I mean, just to feel all the energy in the room. I mean, we start asking questions, who's made money using this program in the room, and the entire room stands up. I mean, that just doesn't happen, and it happened there. That's one of the things I just thought was awesome. And just, again, just sitting there and just networking and getting to talk to everybody, and everybody had a success story and was able to, give their little hints and their little tricks, which all go back to stick to the training. And it was just, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Just not often do I take acquaintances and all of a sudden they become great friends that quick. That just doesn't happen a lot, and it definitely happened up there.
Very true.
It was just, I mean, I sit back and I think of some of the nights, and I love sleep. I absolutely adore sleep. And so to be up there and to live on 3 hours of sleep every morning, it was, and just the next day you were still just, pumped and ready to go, and it was a great time. It was a great time, learned a lot, met just a ton of great people. Excited for the next one.
Me too. Okay, so let's get started officially, and we have a couple of people on our panel tonight that have never been on one of our hangouts before, so it's pretty cool. I'm excited to have them on and get them addicted to it, because it is addicting, and they're just fun to see people in person and get to communicate that way. It's not in person, but you know what I'm talking about, face to face. So let's start with Tommy. Tommy is an incredible person and leader on our team. Just introduce yourself and share with us about your experience with DS. I know you've had experience in other companies, and you don't need to say the names, but you can just give some comparison, as we have a bunch of potential partners on this hangout.
Okay. Excuse me. For those who know, I'm Tommy Rodriguez. I'm actually from Boston, Massachusetts, and I've been online since March 4th, 2012. I actually came online. Excuse me, sorry. When I was in the middle of my wife was having. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay, my wife was having a baby at the current time, and I just lost both of my jobs. I turned into this. I found this internet stuff, and kind of just jumped right in. Didn't have any idea what I was doing, anyways. But the companies that I've been in maybe like 2 or 3 total. I've had a lot of success, and they're great companies. But what I found was really hard for if you are a massive recruiter, but your team is not. It's not. You won't get. I'm not gonna say the word burnt out, but what I see in DS Dominations is just something that anybody can do, recruit or not. It really doesn't matter, because as the same, people are making money just on the eBay side of this. People are making money on the Amazon side of this. Putting people into the program is just a bonus. And I think this is a company where literally people have been praying for, people have been asking for, people who just don't want to recruit, people who don't want to go out there and do milk and cookie parties, events, anything like that. People have found something like DS Dominations where you could just make money off eBay, make money off Amazon, and call it a day. And for me, like I said, I've had a lot of success. I've had a lot of 5-figure months. And that to me was great. But if your team is not eating, if the people that you bring in aren't making any real money, well, after a while, it's going to get to you. And it got to me. And when I saw this company, I was just getting involved in another company that I'm no longer part of, and I put all my eggs into this company because I like the fact that even if something were to, by God's chance, ever happen to DS or anything even in that nature, you still have the aspect of the training that you learned on eBay and Amazon. Where other companies, if something happens, your whole team loses or the company falls out, you lose your whole income. So here, I really do like the simple fact is that you don't have to recruit, you don't have to build teams if you don't want to. Again, it's just a bonus. And for me, my success is recruiting. Again, that's bringing into people. This company has been great. But to me, it's not even about that. I'm trying to have more people that I bring in just making money off the eBay and the Amazon side as well, because not everybody's a great recruiter, but anyone doesn't want to do that. So on the eBay side of this, I've been working this out for the last, 2-3 weeks maybe, like actually really going through everything, going through the modules a little bit more, because I've been in since August, but I never really did anything with it. I actually was just paying for the membership. I went through a couple of the trainings, but again, never really did much. And as I've been going through more of this, I just been consistently getting 5 to 8 sales a day on eBay, just on the eBay aspect alone, and I think that's pretty cool. I gotta get a little bit excited about it because it just really is easy, and I'm definitely happy to be a part of this company. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel like, why the hell did I wait so damn long to really start digging into this training? Because this guy knows what he's talking about, and I've always wondered what eBay was like as far as how people making money off it, and he really shows you the in and outs of this company, and he doesn't hold anything back, and he puts it out on the table. So I mean, really, in a nutshell, for anybody that's watching this, I mean, you can't let $20 hold you back. The water's warm. Don't be afraid. Dive right in. And we won't let you drown. We'll throw you a life jacket if you need it. Whatever. But you'll definitely swim. And it's just a great company to be a part of. And the things that this company has for the future, from what I've been hearing, from things that are just rolling out, I just think it's phenomenal. And you definitely got to be a part of this company, regardless of whatever else you're doing. You can always build this income on the side of what you're currently doing, or just get it to the point where you can replace what you're currently doing. And it's just a no-brainer. I mean, it's a no-brainer, and I'm happy to start being plugged into this training and happy to be here, so to speak. Again, I can go on all day, so I don't want to take up the rest of the panelists here because I'll use the whole 2 hours. So let's pass it on from here.
2 hours. We're not going to be here for 2 hours. We'd never do that to people.
Yeah, but I could talk for 2 hours. That's the thing.
You're full-time at home. I mean, you're working full-time from home, right?
I am. I haven't had a job in, I don't know, 2.5 years.
Okay, awesome. And I'm watching you with your team, and you're celebrating sales every hour, it seems like, with the people that you're introducing DS to. So that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I want to make sure, while bringing in people is big to me, like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the extra money, but to be honest with people, I'm actually making more money just doing eBay than actually recruiting people, and I want the same thing for my team. Is because if people are making money, one, they stick around longer, two, they see the value in the company, and they're making money. It's all, to me, regardless if I recruit or not, or anything like that, I want my team, people that I bring into companies, I want them to have success. Because I realized a long time ago that, yeah, I can make this kind of money, but if you're the only person at the top making all that kind of money, it's not really fun. So I really want my team to really truly be successful. Not a couple $100s a month. I want them making a couple $1,000 a month, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month. So I make sure that I get on top of my team's ass, so to speak. Excuse the language, but I make sure that they're doing what they're doing, and following up with them. Look at their first couple listens to make sure that their listens look good, their titles look good, whatever. And some of these titles people aren't following the training. I redirect them back to the videos because they either missed something or they just went through it way too fast, and I make sure that they have success. Bottom line is, you really can't fail in DS Dominations, and if you fail, it's because you quit. You can't fail in this company. It's bulletproof, right? And it's kind of almost to say, I don't even know why there would be a retention rate, very low in this company. There's a very low retention rate, and that's a good thing. I think numbers don't lie. So, I mean, people are just having success. So, I just want my team to have success, Kenya. I mean, there we go.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. I see that. We do have a very high retention rate, and it's because people are making money, and that's what it's about, helping other people and your own families and self create wealth. So thanks for sharing, Tommy.
Okay. Thanks for the photo.
Yeah. So let's go to Dan.
Okay.
And Dan Crowley, he was in Vegas with us, and he's been doing DS Domination for a while. Just go ahead and introduce yourself and share your experience.
Sure. Dan Crowley from St. Louis, started in January. I'll be honest, the training modules are very simple to follow, and I did a really good job of getting them, or complicating them in my head. I just didn't think the copy and paste was as easy as it really is. And in my head, I conjured up, there's got to be something more difficult to it. And so I contacted my sponsor, and just he set up a Skype with me and broke it down. And once I saw that, I was able to get off and running. So I wasn't one of those. I dove in, but I was lost at the beginning. And once I got it, I was able to run with it. The first month was a little bit slow, but I contributed to I didn't have a high limit, and on both sides. Every time my limits got increased, the more success I had. So I started in January. I made about $300 in January. Not bad. And then since then, I've averaged maybe between $600 and $800. And then in May, I was able to, I had my best month. I at least averaged one sale a day. And I was able to net about $1,100. And, you know, the one thing that I find really different is, yes, we're a part of the Dream Team, but there is not one person that doesn't want each person to succeed. Whatever their goals are, they train you to hit your goals. That's pretty rare. I mean, on the corporate side or in MLM. Usually, I found in other MLMs or network marketing, everyone has their own agenda, and they're out to benefit themselves. Here, no matter what your question is, no matter what you need, they will allocate some time for you and do what is needed for you to be successful. That is well worth $20 when you can eventually get to a point where you're quitting your full-time job and it's no longer a part-time job. All the training's there. It's just whether or not you want to utilize it. And it's hands down one of the best decisions I made.
That's awesome. And I remember when you first got started, you were kind of like real, I don't know if you were skeptical, but you were just very cautious and you were treading lightly. And
definitely
ended up at our first ever DS Domination event in Vegas. I mean, that's a testament in and of itself.
For sure. For sure.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna come back around, but let's talk to Victor and Christy. Hey guys.
Hey everyone, we're Victor and Christy. We're really new to the company. We've been with the company for about 4 months, and like you were saying about Dan, we took it really slow at first. We're both from California. I'm an active duty service member, so I work full-time, and Christy stays at home with our 3 children. So Christy kind of gets to work the business a little bit more full-time than I do. And when I get home, if I have a few hours, I'll put a few hours into it. Sometimes, I come home, I won't feel like it, but lately, we've both just been really plugging away, and we've both been, really pushing our own team to do a lot better and, post listings and be consistent, be productive. And we've seen a lot of success from it, and we've also seen some of our team members who are starting to see a lot of success from that. And before I, get a little bit too far ahead of myself, with DSD and the Dream Team, one thing that we really like about this company is that we've tried other companies in the past, and we saw some success. But again, you start real slow because you kind of don't trust the company. You think it's a scam or something. And what we ended up finding out with almost all the other companies is that you would sign up under someone, and that'd be like the last you hear of that person. They'd sign you up, they'd welcome you, and then that was it. If you needed help or something, they would turn you towards their policies and procedures, or you have to call a help desk. But I mean, you really had nobody to help you and nobody to answer your questions. And then when we did start to see success, we quickly realized too that you had to move way up in the company in order to make any money, because all you're really doing was pushing your money up to the people who had more seniority than you. But with this company, with DSD, what we found out was that you make money right away and that you can be successful right away with the company. And what I like the most about it is that you do it on your own time. You don't have to meet a quota. You don't have to buy products and keep them on hand. You don't have to have a monthly, dollar amount that you have to purchase and continue to purchase just to stay with the company. And I really like that because it's something that gives you the capability to kind of be flexible, especially if you're under like a financial strain. You can still work the company because once you spend that $20, you're gonna make that back right away. I mean, we made that $20 back within our first sale, no problem. And another thing that I like about this company too is that the people who are in leadership positions, they have a genuine commitment to all the team members under them. And I really like that because, with good leadership, there's a few things that you want to see, like as a member. Like there's a few things that I wanted to see right away. And a couple of those things are, a leader who leads by example, somebody who won't ask you to do something that they wouldn't do themselves, and somebody who's committed to your success. And that's something that we see not just in our team, but in all the teams with DSD, and that's something that we really like. It goes with my values, and it's something that we try to push into our team also. I'm really happy with the company. Like just today, I woke up this morning, I had 2 sales. I went to work, and while I was at work, I made 2 more sales. So when I got home, I was bragging about it to Christy, and she was kind of upset about it. She didn't make any today, but it's one of those things where I'm at work, and I'm making money with DSD, and I can come home and talk about that, and it's exciting. It's something that as long as you're consistent and you're productive, you're gonna make money. I mean, I work full time. I go to work every day at 5:30 in the morning. Don't come home until 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still find time to post listings, even if I do it part time. And I still see success. I mean, today I saw 4 sales, and it's only gonna get better from there. I mean, Christy this month alone has been averaging a sale a day, and that's just crazy to me because I work full time, and she's at home putting in full time on the eBay side, and she's making money, and it really shows me that it is possible. It's definitely something that anybody can do. You just have to follow the training, and if you get discouraged, it's just like any other skill you learn in life. When you learn how to ride a bike, you fall off your bike, you get back up, and you keep trying until you get good at it. It takes practice. There's a learning curve, but after a while you get good, and then you look back at that point where you started, and you're just amazed at where you're at because you became successful, you became good at that skill, and it's just something you got to stick with. There's obstacles in everything that you try. Another thing too that surprised me with the company was how well we communicate with each other. We're always talking to each other every single day. Whether it's you talking to your mentors, your upline, or just other team members who had no idea who you were a couple days ago, we're always talking back and forth with each other, sharing knowledge, sharing tools, sharing resources, and I really like that because for me and Christy, we're new to network marketing, we're new to any kind of marketing really online, and the affiliate side is something that we didn't really want to dip into right away, so we just stuck with the eBay sales side, but this company, to be honest, it's really hard not to share what you're doing, because it's such a great opportunity. So really, you just talk to your friends about it, or you just talk to anybody about it. They hear your phone go cha-ching, and they ask you what that is, and you're just gonna sit there and explain it to them. Before you know it, you have people who want to join and sign up. And once I realized how easy that was, I started getting into all the training the company offers you. And again, I saw nothing but success, and I enjoy having a team, and so does Christy, because it gives us something to look forward to every day, to see how successful our team is, to push them to do better, and to learn from them, because just because somebody starts out in your company, it doesn't necessarily mean that they haven't done something before, or that they don't have a skill that you can learn from. And so our team, we kind of learn off each other, and I like to be involved with the Dream Team, and I'm starting to get more involved. It's just something that we're starting to kind of open up and blossom into the company, and we really enjoy it. We really appreciate everybody around us and all the help that they give us.
Thanks, Victor. I am watching you guys, and I love how I'm watching your team grow. It's awesome. Christy, you've been quiet. What about you? How are you doing? Let's bring you out a little bit.
Gosh. I'm doing good.
You're incredible. I'm watching you encourage your team. I'm watching you lead them, and I'm watching you make sales. So just share a little bit about what it's doing for you guys and your family.
Well, I mean, it really helps out, bill-wise. I didn't have that income before, so when we first got here, we're in South Carolina now, and we moved, because of the military. So, I mean, that's a big financial struggle too, getting started all over again in a new place. And so you have like extra bills and stuff, and so that's really helped us, get caught back up again and, pay, certain bills each month and stuff. So it's nice to be able to do extra things with the family too, and so that really helps. The income that I'm bringing in helps, do stuff with the kids. And I really like it.
Another thing that's nice too is having your own little bank account, because I have my own, she has hers, and every day that I make sales, my little money pot grows that she doesn't know about. So I really enjoy that too.
It's funny that you say that, because one of the things, Alessandro and I always have had our money together, and I have my own eBay account, and he has his own eBay account, and my money in that account is my money, and I can actually, I mean, even when it comes down to, oh my gosh, I get to buy him a gift and he doesn't know about it because he didn't see it come out of the account, or I didn't have to ask him, if I could spend this money on a gift. I mean, it's kind of liberating,
Yep.
I like that too.
Okay, so let's go to Thad. I see him smiling over there, and I know he's like ready to explode. So Thad, take it away.
I just I want to learn all about this eBay and selling on eBay. I know nothing about that.
Most unexpected pictures.
But no, actually, I have been in DS Domination since pre-launch last year, and man, it was a rough start. Started very just a little bit in the pocket to get started, and have grown every month. Continues to grow, and to the point of doing a little over $2,000 a month on an average as far as profit goes, and I'm really excited for Genesis, to be honest. I'm kind of eBay is great, but to be able to step away from that and move into Genesis, I've got to say it's rather exciting to think about where that's going and what that can do. So that's I guess I'm still kind of stuck. I sit there and replay so much of what happened in Vegas, and just as far as what we have coming out and everything that we've got coming around the corner, Supremacy, that's something else I'm very excited to see pop up. I think that's going to do just absolutely awesome and insane things. From what I've heard and what I understand, what we've got with that, to get in front of all of your sellers, to get in front of take one product and turn it into many, basically. I mean, there's not a lot of other places that say, hey, for one price, we're going to let you do all of this, and you just keep the profit. That doesn't happen a whole lot. It's, hey, why don't you buy all this stuff, give it away for free, and you still won't make any money, but you'll keep giving us more money. That's that whole magic bean concept. Just never made a lot of sense, I guess. So with doing the whole eBay thing and just continually growing that, now looking at growing an Amazon store as well, it's just, I don't know. I stumble over my own words just because I'm excited about it all. I can't wait to Dan, you know what I'm talking about. It's just exciting. You keep thinking about it, and you just think, you're just like, man, you think of the next step, and it's hard not to get ahead of yourself, just because you see all the potential in absolutely everything that is there. But yet, it's easy to stick as long as you stick with the program. It's just easy to stay in line and do one step right after another, and every day it grows, and it just kind of keeps going. Am I babbling yet?
No, but I can tell you're just so excited. It's so great to see so many people on our team excited and moving forward and making money. And are there obstacles? Yes, people have obstacles sometimes. Can you overcome them? Absolutely. I guarantee you every single person on this panel and every person on any panel we've ever had has run into some obstacles that they've had to overcome, because that's life and that's business. And if you want to grow and you want to make an income and you want to help people, you're going to run into some stuff. But definitely the benefits and the positives and the blessings are way more than any kind of opposition or challenge that you come across. So I want to go through, and I want everybody on the panel to give just one piece of advice that you can give to people about, if they're out there and they're either already on the team and already working and making money, if they're on the team and they're trying to make money, or if you are a guest and you've been invited here by somebody, we're going to give you some advice too. So just let's go through and give a little bit of advice, and I'll just start real quick. And my advice to everybody out there is, and I say it over and over because I feel like this concept, if people can get this concept down, they will succeed, and that concept is focus. And that means if you are in, several things and you're not making money in any of them, you might want to reevaluate, maybe focusing on one of them, the one that's going to pay. So focus is huge, and just not give up, troubleshoot, be consistent. So I'm going to move on, and since Thad, you're on right now, go ahead and just share your piece of advice for people.
My piece of advice would be, if you're not in DS Domination, get in DS Domination. Best money-making advice I can give you. If you're not part of it, become part of it. You can do it from really nothing, $20 a month to get in, and trust me, it'll cost you less than what your cable or whatever else you've got going on. That really doesn't matter, and really just waste your time. It'll cost less than all that. And if you're already in DS Domination, plug in and keep plugged in with your team. I mean, we are seriously a family here. That's what I can't believe, is just how big of a family unit that we are. When everybody's talking about the fact that we all help each other, we do. I talk to people that are nowhere near any part of my downline, upline, any of that, on a daily basis, weekly basis, as well as people that are nowhere even near attached to the Dream Team, that I still help them, they help me outside of that, but then you get inside the Dream Team, and it's just, then it really gets crazy. I mean, how tight of a family, a unit, community, whatever you want to say, that we are, and the way that we just kind of work as one is really pretty amazing to me. That's from owning my own company and working with, having my employees and everything else, to be able to try to get something fluid like that to where it flows and to where everybody works in harmony like that. It's not easy. And so to just have that happen naturally is just a really, truly amazing thing. And so go Dream Team, go DSD.
That's awesome. We are. I do. You guys are like my second family, and I love it. We do have that. Everything that you said. Okay, Dan.
Okay.
Your advice.
Thad took the one, which is, if you're not in it, join it. You won't regret it. And I'm sure you're spending $20 a month on something else that could be used a little bit more wisely, whether it's a gym membership or whatever. My other advice for people that are already in, if you're in pro and you've made your $20, join Elite. If you're in Elite and you've made your $100 back, think about upgrading. I'm saying that because it's another mistake I made. I was in pro a little bit longer than I should have been. I should have upgraded maybe a month or two before I did. So it's just coming from learning some mistakes. And if you're in, stay plugged into either your team or, I mean, we're all on Facebook. I mean, start friending and communicating amongst people that are already in. Share your wins and your losses. I mean, we're all going through the same thing, and we all want to, encourage each other, and stay plugged in. The other thing I got is continue to watch the modules. Don't get too complacent. You can always learn something, and there's something you probably have already learned that you may have forgotten. And then I'm not on the affiliate side, so I don't have an active team. So I communicate a lot with the team, a lot with people I met in Vegas. One thing I've learned is whether you're internet friends or you meet someone face to face, you'll be shocked at how many people in this are exactly like you. So, or very similar, and really trying to get where you're going. So that's all I got.
That's awesome. That's great stuff. Real experience and practical advice. Thank you, Dan. Tommy.
Kenya. I'm just messing.
What's your advice? What do you got for us?
I think most people are already covering it in this webinar. You know, you definitely want to be in, and pretty much just like everyone else said, the price of DS Domination is cheaper than going out for a dinner for two. You know, to a movie, out to eat, whatever the case may be. And for $20, you're not really risking a whole lot. You're not. And especially if you're looking to make money online at for $20, it's a great startup. And yeah, there's different levels. And I've been in a company, one of my primary companies that I had for almost 18 months that I did full time. I invested over $5,000 in my education. And it was great, everything like that. But here's what people need to know is that when you're growing a business, even for $20, you know, I've never seen people so excited about actually getting the next product. I see a lot of people on my team who are going through the modules, the pro, they're like, oh, I want to just upgrade right now. And that other company that I was a part of, it was great, and the training was great, but people were still like, you know, and it was an if thing, but they would invest because they believe they see the progress. But with this, people are like excited. They want the Elite, they want the Unleashed, they want the Amazon products. They really do want it, and that kind of makes me excited because like these people are willing to keep learning, and you in this industry, you have to love to learn. You have to keep learning, keep growing. As much as sometimes even myself, it's happened before. Sometimes you get a little bit cocky because you're making some money and things are good, but like you can't get like that. You have to be continuing to learn, and that's the only way that you're gonna grow is if you're willing to learn. Make mistakes. If you fall on your face, at least you're moving forward anyways. You know what I mean? Keep going. And best advice, I mean, I just think if you're already in DS Dominations, keep going, keep plugging away, go through the modules, go through the live webinars. Those are so, I can't stress that to people enough about going through those webinars. Those answer the majority of people's questions. And it's just a great company. A lot of things that they have coming up. It's phenomenal. And I have to tell you, this is becoming one of my favorite companies that I've done. And I've had a lot of, you know, I've had only a couple other companies, and I put my heart into it, and it was like family, and it still is. They're still good companies. But this is just, I feel like this is just made for the everyday average person. I don't care if you're short, you tall, you skinny, you fat, you do construction, you do landscaping. It doesn't matter. Anybody can do this company. I swear, a freaking monkey can copy and paste. That's how easy it is. And I'm really, like I said earlier, I kind of regret not getting started earlier into the training. But I'm here now, doing it now, and it's definitely phenomenal. And for the value, don't look at the price, look at the value of what you're getting. And then when you see the value of things, that's when you really start to appreciate it. And you know, appreciate to Christoph, if you got me in, if you're watching this, bro, I know you are. Appreciate him. He's a great sponsor and great company to be a part of. So get on this train because it's only going to pass you by once.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey, Victor and Christy, what are you going to leave us with?
Well, the piece of advice that I'd like to leave everybody with is if you're new and you decide to take a chance with this company, definitely take it for all that it's worth. You know, don't just sit there and, you know, go through the training kind of half-assed and try and apply it and then just fail right away and quit. You know, don't let yourself get discouraged. Definitely keep at it, be consistent, and be productive. And if you are new to this, you must follow the training. I mean, I don't know how many times we've also pushed people back towards the training modules because almost all the questions that you're going to ask are in there. And I mean, even now, I'll go back and sometimes I'll still watch the pro training modules and I'll still pull some new piece of information that I missed out of there. It's just, I mean, I can't say it enough. You have to watch the training and don't get discouraged. You know, there's definitely a learning curve. It's definitely a process. You know, and there are some times where you're going to feel like it's a little over your head, but if you just stick with it, and like I don't know which panelist said it, but if you stay plugged into a team any team, it doesn't matter, because everybody in this company is willing to help you. And I know that because there's been people who I've messaged that aren't even in my team because, you know, somebody may not be available, or when you guys were at the event, you know what, everybody sits there and everybody talks to each other and they help out. They lend that hand out when you need it, and that's, to me, that's amazing. And I just think that if you're struggling and you're discouraged right now, because I know that there's people in the company who are, because I've been there, definitely reach out to someone, because they will help you. And the wealth of knowledge that's in these teams and these people around you in this company, it's just crazy. And all the tools and resources and advice that's available to you on all of these teams' websites and Facebook pages, it's just crazy. And if you take advantage of it, you're going to be successful. And just like Tommy said earlier, if you're not successful in this company, really the only person you have to blame is yourself, because you didn't even try. Because, I mean, I do it part-time, and I'm successful, and that's part-time, you know. And to me, I just dream about what it's going to be like when it's full-time. And, I mean, all I can say is that I love this company and my team, and, you know, I'm really excited about what the future has to offer.
Awesome. Thank you. So that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up, but thank you all to the panelists for being on tonight, and please contact the person who invited you. If you're a guest on here, contact that person and ask them how to get started, and they'll get you plugged in and get you on your way to making money as soon as possible. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for being here. We love you. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Team domination.
Have a great night, everybody.
Take care.
You too.
Good night.
Hang on, guys.